Hello, friends. It's Paul Reaume, your friendly neighborhood game master, and I am so excited to welcome you to the first episode of the Bobblehead Boys. The series will follow us as we play the tabletop RPG Fallout produced by Modifius. In these first few episodes, we'll be playing the mini campaign Once Upon a Time in the Wasteland. Now, I'll be honest with you, we're new to this whole podcasting thing, so this mini campaign is meant to help us learn the ropes a little. There will be hiccups along the way as we figure things out, and we appreciate your patience as we take this journey together. With all that said, and without further ado, welcome, one and all, to the Bobblehead Boys.
Welcome to the Commonwealth, the nuclear-ravaged wastelands outside of Old Boston. You have each followed the sounds of screams and gunfire to Vault 95, a remnant of the world before the Great War, before the bombs dropped. The vault's exterior lights flickered several times but remain lit, and remarkably, its doors lie open, inviting any manner of scavenger or scoundrel to plumb its depths. It's a cold night, bone cold, and the sky is aglow with an eerie green light. That telltale light radiates from the region beyond the vault known as the glowing sea. A gust of frigid wind blows tumbleweeds across the small hill outside the vault entrance. Each of you is standing in a circle, facing each other there on the hillside. Strangers, meeting for the first time. Each of you knows the vault promises valuable treasures from the old world. Treasures most people in the Commonwealth would be willing to kill for.
So, as we start here, I get action points based on the number of players that we have. So we have 3 players.
So we start off with Paul cheating. That's how we're
Yes, that's exactly it.
Alright.
That's it. Just so we know we're consistent. So everybody knows their characters. I sent your bios out to everybody. Everybody had a chance to read them.
Apparently I'm not beautiful. That's all I know.
You are not. So I'm just gonna kind of ask a couple questions around the table just to set the scene, get us a little further into what the general mood is as we're coming face to face. There is one other person, as you can see on the table. There's the 3 of you, but then there's this other individual in the standoff as well.
Oh, it's a standoff.
Oh, it's well, you've all come right out front of this vault entrance, and now as you've come, because you're aware of this. There's something here that's worth checking out. So you've followed whatever resources have gotten you, or whatever leads have let you know that it's there. And as you come up across the actual location, you realize that 3 other people have also come across the same location. So James, playing the part of Marvin, what does your character like to be called?
Marvin.
That's it. That's it.
Marvin.
That's his protocol.
You will be shot if you do not call me Marvin.
Perfect. And what is one moment, Marvin, from your past when you lost something important to you? What did you lose?
I've never lost anything important to me.
Perfect.
I don't lose.
Marvin loses nothing. What is one moment from your past when you were pushed too far, and how did you react?
The human tried to tell me what to do. I cut his head off.
Okay. Okie dokie. So what did your character, in this moment as you come into this area, like you're here, you can see the other characters. What does your character look at this moment? What is their demeanor? You see these other characters? Are you on the offense? Are you on the defense?
I'm skeptical. I'm here to get the treasure in that vault so that I can build an army of robots to take over the world, and if they want to stand in my way, well, they're going to stand in my way.
Okay, so you're just kind of standing it out, just watching? You're not pulling anything out or anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna see. I hope they kind of kill each other. That's kind of what I'm planning on.
Marvin's the watcher right now. Perfect. So, so do either of you, as you've approached this situation, and Marvin has entered, you notice this Mr. Handy coming into the scene. how do any of you react when he enters this kind of area?
Well, as a dame of the highest caliber with an intelligence beyond reckoning, I love artificial intelligence, and I just yearn to just tinker in your head and I learn every facet of your being.
How Mr. Tallman for the super mutant?
Well, I've just been away for so long. I just want to see. I'm just curious.
Okay, so everyone seems like they're just kind of watching.
Trying to see what people are like these days, what the survivors are doing,
Okay.
how everyone's going.
I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go to Mr. Tallman next. Kind of the same kind of questions. What does your character actually like to be called?
Mr. Tallman is just be fun.
That's good. Okay, that's good. What is your one moment from your past when you lost something that was important to you, and what did you lose?
In all honesty, I can't remember.
Okay.
I just can't remember what I lost. It's been so long, and I've just been walking, chilling for so long.
Fart?
No, it was my socks.
Socks don't make that noise. What's wrong with your socks?
I have.
What is one moment from your past when you were pushed too far, and how did you react?
There was a lot of dead people.
There was a
lot of dead people after.
Perfect. What does your character look like at this moment? Like, and this is more like physically, how are you responding to coming into this area with other people, obviously going to the same location that you are?
Well, I'm definitely holding my baseball bat.
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready for anything.
Okay, so you got your weapon out, type of things.
Just down. Ready.
All right. And so, any of you guys? So now, you're aware now of Mr. Handy. A super mutant has come in. You also, Mr. Handy, Marvin, see a super mutant coming into the scene. How do you guys react to a super mutant on the scene?
As a fragile dame of the night, I keep my distance from that big hulking brute because I know that I cannot reason.
How would you, Marvin?
I see him as a potential ally. He's too dumb to want to take my loot, but he's big and strong, so I'm just gonna, hope that he could be like my bodyguard.
So still kind of playing it out, eh? Right. I like it. All right. So now we're on to it's Augusta, right?
Yes, Augusta.
Yes, love it. All right. So Augusta, what does your character like to be called?
Augusta Byron, and do not dare call me Augie or Augusta or Brian. I spent years in that vault being called a number, and I will not tolerate it.
Nice. What is one moment from your past when you lost something important to you, and what did you lose?
Well, I can't say that I ever lost it if I didn't have it, but I guess if I ever had my innocence, it was taken from me the moment I was born in that confounded vault.
What is one moment from your past when you were pushed too far, and how did you react?
Oh, the night of the coup. Me and a sympathetic scientist from the vault, he'd had enough and I'd had enough. We staged a revolt. We got some of us out anyway, but not all of us made it.
Am I crying? You're crying? What does your character look at this moment as far as your demeanor goes?
Very, very cautious. I almost never leave home without my sidearm, and it is currently drawn. It is not pointed at anybody because I believe that if you want to point a gun at somebody, you better be ready to pull the trigger. I am worried about the big brute, and I'm fascinated by the Tin Man. And the man standing to my left is possibly not a man.
He's not even painted. What could he possibly be?
White as a spectre.
So either of you guys, you being a Mr. Handy and you being a super mutant, you have a female vault dweller that's entered the scene. How do you react to her presence here? Do you pay her any notice at all?
You, lady in the jumpsuit, check in the vault. Let me know what's in there. Open the doors.
Well, now I don't like you.
Fair enough.
I throw him
Fair
the
enough.
crux.
So in those not so quiet moments, as each of you stare at each other locked in a tense standoff, there's a loud burst of gunfire from somewhere within the open vault. A moment later, a woman's screams pierces the air with 3 haunting words. Help me, please, somebody! The final person in your standoff circle, a middle-aged man wearing a white lab coat, caked in mud, his face entirely covered by a wheezing gas mask, slowly raises his hand above his head. He is not holding a weapon. That's the unpainted guy. In case we haven't figured that out.
That's why I didn't know if he was a man or a woman.
Right? We don't know. Now we do. Please, friends, the man says as he takes a nervous but brave step towards the center of the circle. Please, someone inside that vault is in trouble. And besides, I'm sure there's enough valuables inside for all of us. None of us need to die out here.
What are you looking at me for?
I just know your playstyle.
New character.
Oh, right,
Yeah, new character. Yeah.
I'm not that guy. I've come so far. So, here we are. You guys have come here obviously knowing that there's something in this vault of use. There's a vault. There's stuff in there. You're met with other people that probably have the same idea. And now you hear gunfire and a woman screaming from inside.
Well, if I had to take the lead as the natural leader of the group, I would say you first. Man in white lab coat with a wheezing gas mask. I don't know how the gas mask itself is wheezing. I assume the man underneath is wheezing.
Or both.
Or both. It's a sentient gas mask that's just like...
You know the scene in The Dark Knight Rises when Bane puts his like hand on that guy's shoulder and he's like, "Do you feel in charge?" You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna like do that to him with my pincer, and I'm gonna be like, "I agree. I think you should go first."
So you guys are kind of ushering him into the vault.
If you have to have a meat shield, it's better to be somebody you don't know.
Both these things are. How about you, Mr. Tallman?
I think maybe you should go first. You have a light.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
It's probably dark in there.
You got a real Bender thing going on with your character.
You know, like Caesar in this character would actually play very much similar.
Which is funny, because didn't Caesar hate robots?
Yeah, and this character not a big fan of humans. So
He became friends with robots because robot wore a hat.
That's what it was. Once robot wore a hat.
Augusta, not Augie,
Not Augie.
Not Augie.
Not Gusta.
not Gusta, none of those things. Give me a perception plus medicine test with a difficulty of 1.
Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, that's 2 successes.
2 successes.
My. It's not
My.
attack skill, so it's not 3.
For anybody that's not familiar with the game necessarily, we're taking our perception attribute, adding it to our medicine skill. What was the target number that you were going for?
I needed a 9, and I got 3 and 4.
So 2 dice under a 9. So it's 2 successes. So we're gonna give you guys an AP point. There you go. That's an action point because we doubled down on that. There you go. So as you're kind of pushing this individual towards the door, telling them to go first, you realize that there is a trail of blood that's leading from the hillside into the open vault door.
Well, I feel very secure in letting another man go first. Chivalry is not dead after all.
You're just gonna push him a little bit further. This is the route we're taking. What were you? You're just staying back there.
Me.
I'm going with them.
Oh, you're just following along, but not pushing anybody.
No. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Hands off. Sometimes I don't know my own strength.
We're running a train on this vault.
So the moment you guys kind of you all converge and you give a communal push to the individual in the middle of the group, The sound of rapid gunfire explodes from the open door to the vault, accompanied by flashing of barrels unloading towards the hill where you are gathered. A guttural male cry goes out from the entranceway. Scavengers out here trying to follow the girl! Light 'em up, boys! A moment later, a large, muscle-bound, bald man dressed in military fatigues, armed to the teeth, charges out of the vault toward you, opening fire wildly. Several other mercenaries follow behind him, equipped in the same fashion, with guns blazing. One of the raiders squeals with mad glee, "Nobody moves in on Rad Rocky's turf!" And here we go.
Red Rocky.
Because apparently, in our universe, all raiders are like rednecks. That's it.
I mean, if you have to villainize somebody, sorry.
It may as well be the rednecks.
Yeah. It's kind of like how the 80s were really hard against Russians.
All right, so we got some
Freak
raiders
out there.
charging out here. We're gonna go. Who do I got? Bald guy. I do have a bald guy, and I also have raiders in DP. I like these guys.
So I have a quick question for you.
Yeah, man.
So my melee weapon skill is 3. My strength is 8. But for some reason on baseball bat it says my target number is 6. And
And
buzzsaw.
it's melee weapons.
The buzzsaw is even 11. So I don't know why baseball bat says.
Yeah, it's probably a typo. I'm going to assume it's a typo. There were a few of those. I don't want to badmouth Modifius at all, but there were a couple typos.
Okay,
So
so
I would assume you put your attributes together.
All right.
Like,
Yeah,
you
please
know,
sponsor
they
us.
add up. Yeah. At least you know what you did.
Oh.
Good. Because you guys didn't distract yourselves with like fighting each other.
we could have done that?
Yeah, we can do
You
whatever we
can
want.
do anything, man.
Yeah, you could have gone sitting up underneath that tree and contemplated life.
This is your story. I'm just narrating. That's good. I should coin that. All right. So their initiative is 15 on Rad Rocky.
Damn it.
Yeah. He's faster than you.
Much faster.
All right. Well, here we go then.
Yeah, they're definitely big.
These
Well,
damn high heels
11,
slowing down.
11 on the Raiders. So the other Raiders behind them is at 11.
Yeah, me and Marv. And
Marvin.
Marvin.
Me and Marvin, 11s.
Okay.
I'm a 10.
You're a 10, of course.
Which is faster
So
than
we're gonna
Bob.
go.
Yes.
We'll do Rad Rocky. We'll do the two of you. We'll do the other Raiders, and then we'll do Mr. Tallman. All right. So Rad Rocky comes charging out, and he is, he's coming out with his pipe revolver. Seems to make sense. He's shooting. He's looking for 8s.
Ooh, that's a great way to start the session.
And he trips and falls and breaks his nose.
Oh, man. I do have a luck point. I think so I rolled a complication, which is not good. I'm going to spend one of Rad Rocky's luck points to reroll that. A 2, much better. So I did hit. And I'm assuming I'm just shooting at the first person in front of me, which happens to be the individual that
Somebody
has
we
yet
don't
to
care
be
about.
named.
We didn't even ask him.
So I'm just shooting at him first. Yeah. Congratulations. There we go. All right, so I'm going to roll some damage for that nonsense. Okay, 3.
So bad.
Right. Well, we like finished out our campaign rolling like
11 to 12
yeah,
dice at a time.
back to level 1. Here we are.
You couldn't have asked for a better roll.
Wow. 4 damage to the left leg. So I mean he gets hit. He kind of staggers back a little bit, but he doesn't go down. Just he kind of falls back into the group with you there. And then we're gonna go on to Marvin.
I think you should go first. A.
You want me to go first just because my name starts with an A?
Yes.
Ladies first?
All right, ladies first.
Well, I calmly draw my sidearm and I deliberately aim at this vagabond's head using my trusty pit boy. Because guess what? I'm a vault dweller.
You are. So you do.
I didn't have to steal this pit wood.
You didn't have to steal it. Well, you didn't. Well, you practically
didn't.
stole the last one. You
practically
bought
stole
it, but you stole it. So the problem, though, no, you did have your sidearm out though.
I had already had it
You
ready
did have
because
it out
of the...
because I took an AP point because you did that.
Yeah.
So you do have it out, so you can actually absolutely aim.
It's not a minor action.
Yep. Yep, you got it.
So I will.
It's like we played this before.
So we're well aware of what's going on.
I know the rules.
So I'm gonna pop a metaphorical cap in his metaphorical head. It's okay because I got one,
That's all you needed.
and I'm going to have hitting him in the head. I don't have to roll the die.
Yep.
So that is damage 2. It's not a lot.
What are you using?
Oh, sorry. No, so it's 4. I was like, look at my unarmed attack.
Yeah.
And in the great words of a great man, QQ, motherfucker. That's 3.
Do we have any effects? on the
No
weapon?
effect. No effects on the 10 mil.
Okay, well, you shot him in the head. Well done. It kind of glazed off the side, so I mean, you hit him, but not enough to actually do like an injury necessarily.
Did it glaze like a donut, or did it graze?
It more like more graze, more
Graze.
graze like a cow. Yeah, less like a donut, more like a cow.
I'm interested to see what happened to Sasha.
I will say that you definitely succeeded in generating some aggro. These guys just look right at you. And then it's Marvin's turn.
Marvin sees a man. Marvin wants to kill that man. First man.
All right.
He's just running up with his buzz sign. He's just gonna buzz
Nice.
the closest limb to him
All right.
if he succeeds. And he does.
Is that critical? Success?
No.
So
I
one hit.
need a 3. Yeah, 1 success.
All right. Well, you hit him.
I hit him in the left arm for a whopping 5 damage.
Ooh, it's the biggest hit yet.
Thematically, that actually makes sense because you're on the left side.
Yeah? Let's kill him. 1, 2, 3, piercing 1.
Alright, what's his resistance? Okay, so it's north of 1 point of resistance, so all of it goes through. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Alright, so then it would be the Raiders. This first Raider is going to run up and he's going to, he sees you charging Rad Rocky, and obviously he wants to defend his boss, so he's charging right into you, Marvin. And he is going to he's going to try to hit. He's got a tire iron, which seems to be a very popular weapon of choice. That would be 2 hits.
Damn, your target number's like.
Well, this is a
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1. So I hit you real good, nice. And I hit you right in the torso. It's an easy target. And the tire iron strike is 4 damage. You guys are pretty beefy. And that, woo, boy, 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to your torso. Perfect. Alright, well, we did a little damage there. This guy, I think he's going to go, he's going to go up and he's going to shoot at, I don't think he's going to shoot. I see how well the tire iron worked. I think he wants to run right up and just smack her with the tire iron. Because that's what Raiders do.
That's what they.
And he will swing and miss. And he was very excited. He kind of swung before he was even in range, so he's just kind of flailing his arms around in front of him, screaming as he goes, "I'm gonna smoke her!" And he does not. So that's it. That's my Raiders. So I guess it would be back to Rad Rocky. As he was the fastest. Oh no, I always forget the super mutant.
Because you're so slow, you're like
He's so slow. I'm here, guys.
Can I go up to the closest one and try to hit them with my baseball bat?
Mm-hmm, yeah. So you kind of charge up at the one that's attacking Augusta.
Mm-hmm. 2 successes.
2 successes. You only needed 1. There's an AP for you
Oh
guys.
yeah, you 12. And then I just smashed things.
You smash.
I get them on
That wasn't me.
the right leg. And I get 6.
Good golly.
Damn.
Yeah. Who invited the super mutant?
I think he's about to invent golf, but not the guy's head off.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
6 physical damage.
Good golly. Where'd you hit?
Right leg.
The right leg. So You like
Popped it.
you did. Like you literally like pulled. It's like watching a Steven Seagal movie, like where he's always breaking elbows backwards and knees and everything. That's what happened. This person's leg just pulled it right over. They go prone, so they're laying down. You did a good amount of damage.
I
Nice.
appreciate the assist, my gentle big giant.
Anytime.
He's a jolly green giant. Ho ho ho.
Well, you sound like the no caffeine guy. Never had it, never will.
All right, Rad Rocky. He's getting attacked by Mr. Handy here. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna try to shoot at you because I'm in close range. So I'm going to just grab. He's got a tire iron too because everybody has one. And we're gonna hit you with the tire iron. We're trying to. That is one hit. That is good, and I hit you in the head. Oh, right in the optics. That's right, right in your eye with the tire iron.
Which
Ever
one?
had a tire iron?
My
in the eye?
left, my middle, or my right?
Which one would you like?
My right one.
Okay, we hit you in the right eye because that's his least favorite. And tire iron is 3 damage. Why is his tire iron? Man, the little guys, the Raiders, their tire iron's 4 damage. Rad Rocky's only 3. Feel like he's compensating for something, and now you know what? 2 damage to your optics.
0 damage to my optics.
Oh, damn, Rad Rocky. Not so rad, buddy.
Everyone takes a compliment.
Yeah, you're all over the place.
Alright, that's it for... Yeah, I was going to you guys see where the next step. You've got a guy lying on the ground in front of you. His knee is broken.
Well,
He is
I'm not
screaming.
one to let a poor creature suffer for long, so I walk up and I just casually blammo in the head. So I will aim for the head without my difficulty, because I'm a Pit Boy, and I'm never going to end this game without a Pit Boy or a Super Mutant.
Apparently, that's
Because without
the
those
ultimate
two
tag
things-
team.
Oh man, what do you have, Pit Boy?
It wouldn't fit. You'd have to wear it around.
Something
Never
thinner,
mind.
but also has a.
Right?
For you listening at home,
He made a fist.
Baby's arm holding an apple. That is 2 successes. Oh wait, is that tag skill? It is a tag skill. That actually, my friends, is 3 successes.
Oh,
Give
man.
me my APs.
I will give you all your IPs.
So, gentlemen, just so we know, we got 4 APs for the pool. I'm just holding on to them because let's face it, Cohen's coming out.
Slightly more feminine voice.
That's just a little more feminine and a little more pink to the skin. 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to his poor head.
Hi everyone, it's me again. I warned you that there would be hiccups. Well, here's the first one. At this point in our session, the recording app stopped recording. And did we notice? No, we did not. So we lost about 30 minutes worth of our session. In that time, the party defeated the Raiders. Rad Rocky tried to escape, but was taken down by Mr. Tallman. The individual yet to be named has tried to introduce himself, but has been continuously cut off by the party. And there was a brief interlude involving Augusta, a bearskin rug, mulled wine, and a Borat-style bathing suit. So there you have it. Now that we're all up to speed, let's get back to the Bobblehead Boys.
After defeating the Raiders, you enter the vault. And passing through the vault doors, you find a rickety walkway leading through the entrance towards an elevator. As you cross the walkway, metal creaks beneath you, underscoring the howling of a radioactive windstorm building outside. An elevator stands at the end of the path to the vault. Above its dented doorway hangs a wide green sign from the old world, a notice from the Vault Tech Corporation that reads, Vault 95, welcome home. Proceed in an orderly fashion. The trail of blood that you guys noticed outside continues down this walkway and into the elevator.
Dun, dun, dun.
You continue on into the elevator. There's not many other places to go at this point.
I mean, if there's only one way down.
How many buttons on the elevator are there?
Ooh, look at you. Alright, do an intelligence plus medicine test with a difficulty of 1.
Yes. Unos.
Runos. Alright. There is, well, 2 buttons.
Wow.
2 buttons, pretty much up and down. But while you're investigating them, you do notice that there's a bloody hand smear on the button for down.
I hate the elevators in Fallout because there's no way to like hit the closed door button while somebody's running at the door going, "No, I'm holding it for you. I don't know what's happening. The button must be broken."
I never do that. I pretend like I'm pushing the button, but I don't actually push the button.
I'm slamming on that closed door.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't understand what's going on. Yeah. So do you want to push the bloody button?
I want to push the button.
Push the bloody button. So small elevator rumbles and shakes unsteadily as it descends deeper and deeper into the earth. The lights lining the threadbare walls flicker a few times but remain lit, illuminating a sticky pool of blood gathered in one corner of the floor. At last, with a grinding shriek of metal gears, the elevator slams roughly into the bottom of the shaft. With a cheery ding, the doors slide open to reveal a bare underground corridor of exposed pipes that stretches on for some 30 feet before it bends to the left. Smears of fresh blood are evident along the right side wall, leading to a closed steel door halfway down the stretch of the hallway. 2 human skeletons lie entangled with one another just off of the side of the door. The decomposed corpses are dressed in dusty blue, blood-stained jumpsuits. So you're standing in, I'm not going to lay out the scene. I'm sure our listeners at home won't mind. But you're literally in the elevator shaft. There's a hallway in front of you. It bends over to the left. There's one doorway that you can see where the skeletons are. What do you guys do from within the elevator shaft where you are?
Yeah, I would say again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We just we keep shuffling our gentleman collar forward.
You're gonna push him forward.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's 3 of us and only 1 of him. If there's any booby traps or anything, he's going to.
See, imagine it's like you and I on each side of him, just kind of like pushing him, and then you're like behind him, like with the baseball bat on your shoulder, like he ain't running nowhere.
Definitely. He's gonna turn around and
like Glorious Bastards. He's the bear Jew. And he's got the baseball bat. Yeah, that's great. It's a great scene.
Alrighty. So actually, we're going to do a little test here. I'm gonna have the. So you are the first Augusta to try to push the individual. Yeah, still like keeps trying to talk. Everybody keeps cutting him off. So Kirk, I'm gonna have you do this test for me, if you may. We are going to do a perception and survival test, difficulty of 1.
Yes.
You did it.
No.
Nice.
What do you need?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, I need 9.
Are you from Ontario?
9. And I got 9.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. So you kind of push the individual forward, and he stops. He actually pushes his hand on either side of the elevator door, and says, "Wait, friends. There's our security measures here. Look." And he kind of points along the floorboards, and you can see these laser tripwires all the way down the hallway. So here we go. We have some options.
I'm pushing him into the lasers.
I stop him before he does anything drastically, because I can probably dismantle any kind of trip mines with my.
So do you want to try to disarm the tripwires?
Yes.
All right, Augusta is going to try to
take this route first.
Well, if I dismantle it, we get to. I can probably keep them. may be able to then reposition them anywhere.
If you fail, I'm throwing him into the lasers.
Oh, sure, yeah. We always need a plan B.
So you kind of look after he points out the tripwires. You look over the hallway because you're familiar with the security measures being used in vaults. So you know that tripwires may be down here, but the operating devices perhaps are a little bit higher. And so you look up and you do notice a couple control panels. There's two separate control panels, one of which is located high up along the wall. So in order to disarm this, you have to pass an agility plus science test with a difficulty of 3. It's a little high up. It's hard to actually get in there and disarm this.
That's okay. It's an 8, and that's a tag 3. Can't I just have the big boy just hold me up?
Well,
nah, it's okay. It's okay. I won't bother.
He could assist you in that sense. He would be assisting you.
Oh yeah. Would you like to roll with? But you have to roll after me because I have to at least succeed
You have to at least
Yes.
succeed once.
Oh, and I will use an AP for an extra die. Oh, thank you, sir.
Did you say difficulty 3?
At least.
I think those are.
You guys have
Yeah, because these are the two. We have
Okay.
2 APs.
So these are the ones we've been spending. These are mine over here.
Oh,
All right.
lordy. That is 2 successes plus. What did I say? 5. So I had 2 successes. I need 1 more success.
One more set. This is it. This is you actually just lifting
Why
up
is
that
it-
little bit higher. So you're assisting not so much with the science side of it. You're assisting by lifting them up. So I'm going to say it's going to be a strength and athletics test, which should be pretty easy for a super mutant. I think that's a good balance. No, you did it?
No, I'm gonna use a lot.
You're a super mutant. You should be able to do that.
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
This is like your game. This is your thing. All right, so you lift her up perfectly, and she reaches in there and she disconnects some wires, and the trip wires they all shut down.
By the way, I forgot to tell you that should have just been a difficulty 2 because I had hacker.
Oh,
So let's take an AP for that.
there you go. You can have an AP.
The whole reason I wanted to do the hacking was
Because you're a
Put my
hacker.
luck point back.
That's actually true.
No,
Instead
it's
of me
okay.
getting.
You'll take the AP. It's like the same thing.
All right,
This team now.
there you go.
That's what I appreciate, don't you?
Yes.
All right, so you have shut down the tripwires. What do you guys want to do? You have the doorway on the right side of the hallway with the 2 skeletons, and then the hallway bends over to the left.
Yeah.
Make sure
I
they're
don't
not
know,
gonna
it's
get
the
up.
guy Jim.
Yeah, there might be ghouls. I don't know. I've played this game before. Yeah, so you check out the 2 skeletons. You notice that their yellowed bones appear to be incredibly old. You notice that both skeletons are wearing bloodstained blue jumpsuits that indicate that they were vault dwellers of Vault 95. One of the skeleton's hands seemed to be grasping the neck of the other corpse, which appears to have had the back of its skull shattered. The skeleton on top has a rusty knife still thrust into its sternum, suggesting that both figures killed each other at the same time. The corpse's pockets contain several empty chem injectors, but are otherwise empty or have been looted.
Well,
Through the door, bucko.
I mean, into the unknown, boys.